David Settle speaking with Laramie head coach Tom Hudson here. Congratulations on your 700th win. I can't say 700 apparently now. But you got that last Friday against Rock Springs, picked up a couple more on Saturday in your duels with Green River and Evanston. But what does 700 mean to you as a head coach?
You know, I thought about that quite a bit. It sort of just means I've been here a long time. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I've had the opportunity to coach that long and work with so many great people, so many great swimmers, parents, everything along the way. It's just been a great opportunity, and that I've lasted this long, and I just love doing what I do.
Take me back to swimming in Sheridan, then coming down here to swim. Was it always wanted to be a swim coach, or did you have other things you were thinking about?
Well, originally I came down here to be a swimmer, and I did that for 4 years. And then, you know, didn't know really, I liked coaching swimming. I had started doing that in the summers when I was coaching the Sheridan swim team and when I was still swimming at the University of Wyoming. And I knew I really liked it. So that kind of changed my path. I decided I did want to be a swim coach then, switched my major from social studies to PE. And then got the opportunity to take over the Laramie Swim Club the summer after I finished swimming in college. And then was mentored by Lane Kapishka and my old high school swim coach Pat Kirk, and I just knew that's what I wanted to do.
So it's not Tom Hudson, the social studies teacher, or whatever social studies was going to go down towards?
I just couldn't see myself being in that type of a setting, being in a classroom all day. I wanted to be around sports. I wanted to be around athletics. That's just, you know, when kids go to college, they don't know what they want to be. I liked social studies in high school, but you know, as you evolve, you figure out what you want to do, and I knew I wanted to be a coach at that point.
I'll give you an insight. I switched from being a math teacher to a broadcaster, so that, but that wasn't in college. That was like in junior high. So yeah, exactly. Yeah. So 700, you reach it in Rock Springs. It's not the, you know, end all be all. It wasn't at this beautiful facility that you know, we're just a few steps away from. But what has it meant to you on a personal level to see the growth and how this program has evolved here since you took over in '91?
Well, you know, I tried really just to keep traditions going from the traditions that Coach Kapishka had set up and Coach Greg Waterman had set up. You know, as I was growing up, everybody knew about Laramie Swimming, and they were the most revered program in the state. And you know, my first year, not many people may know this, I had a terrible year. We went 3-11. 11 of those losses are in the first year, and you know, got 10th at state and had to really rebuild a program that was struggling. So it means a lot, you know, to have been around this long.
Take me back to that first year. Was there doubt in your mind that you could do it at that point?
Absolutely. I mean, you're following this legendary coach, Lane Kapishka. He won 418 dual meets and only lost 18. So here's my first year. I lose 11, you know, almost half of what he lost in 20 years. And so there is an awful lot of doubt. But Coach Kapishka was still alive back then and really mentored me and told me to just persevere and do what I knew what to do. And you know, the next year we went 3-11 and we're 4th at state. And then it just kind of built from there. Laramie tradition just kind of came back. But I valued that tradition, and I still do.
How have you kind of tweaked or transformed your coaching as the years have evolved, as the kids have changed, as the decades have gone by now?
Well, I feel like I'm always trying to learn. You know, I'm a big member of NISCA, the National Interscholastic Swim Coaches Association. I go to that clinic every year. I try to attend as many other clinics. I read, talk to other coaches. You know, TJ Johnson at the University of Wyoming's been great to just bounce ideas off over all these years. And so, you know, practices look way different now than they did back in 1991, for sure.
Yeah. So you're at 702,
124 and 4.
How in the world do you have 4 ties in the sport of swimming?
You know, it's pretty rare, obviously, after over 800 swim meets to only have 4 of them. But yeah, it just happens sometimes. You just, you know, the numbers happen and you get a tie. Very rare.
It's like kissing your sister.
Yeah,
whatever. That's what they talk about in sports. Anything that jumps out to you over all these years that you really think to yourself, this is what Laramie Swimming is, and this is what everybody identifies Laramie Swimming as, whether it's across the state or across the region?
I think the people that have been a part of Laramie Swimming feel like they were part of something bigger than just an individual.
Okay.
I think they feel like they've been part of a program, and a part of a program that valued tradition from way back when we began in the 60s. And I've tried to instill that in the kids, that they're not just swimming for themselves, they're swimming for their school. And they look up and they see the state championship banners, and they see all the pictures and the records and all that, and they feel like they're a part of something bigger.
Well, I know you kind of went through that when this facility that we're just a few feet away from opened up, and the community kind of reached out and had a celebration of you, and I know that was a little unexpected for you. Well, thinking back to last August 2016.
Yeah, it was very unexpected, and you know, I've been lucky to be in this town and to be supported by a community that values not just sports but swimming as a sport. And that all got set up way before my time, and I just have done my best to try to continue that.
All right, so we're at 700 wins. So you were telling me that it's kind of become about every 4 years that you've averaged, just because of the amount of duels you have between girls and boys season?
Yeah, we average about 15 dual meets a season. So between a boys and a girls season, you know, if you go 12-3, you know, and a girls season go 13-2, you're getting about 12, 13, 14 wins depending on a season. You know, some years you get 16 or 17 in some of the really good years, but it averages about 4 years, and that's about how long it's been.
All right, so it's 2017, so we're looking at 2021 for 800.
2021 for 800.
Are you going to last that long?
Well, I hope to. I hope to. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere soon.
All right, Tom Hudson, congratulations, win number 700. It happened last Friday in Rock Springs. He didn't make a big deal of it, but I'm making a big deal of it, because 700 wins. You don't see a lot of high school coaches nowadays get to 700 wins. Congratulations, Tom.
Thank you, David.